Hi, my name is Roman. I'm a freelance video editor and current editor for Mecha. Her socials are right here, including her Twitch, Twitter, and Discord server. The reason why I'm here is because I messed up big time. Mara entrusted me with downloading the VODs for day 5 and 6 of her Final Fantasy XVI gameplay. However, got a little bit of, busy with other projects. Here's my apology letter. Now on to the video. The video is meant to show you guys what happened on day 5 and 6, a relatively short stream for both days since she was having issues with the PS5 remote play. Nevertheless, a video must be made. Now, throughout the first half of the video, I was narrating, explaining what was going on, getting to the point of the quest without making it drag too long. However, during the last half of the video, I did stop narrating in order to show you guys the cutscenes and not interrupt that moment for you guys. And on top of that, please excuse me if I get some details wrong, but I'll try my best to explain what happened. Starting off from Mara's last video, our protagonist Clive arrives at the hideout along with Sid, when suddenly a red-haired lady advises him that Jill has woken up from her slumber. Sid then advises Clive to go meet up with Jill. Clive goes on to meet up with Jill, where he meets her as she wakes up from taking a fat nap. She thanks him for saving her life, and they catch up on some things and basically talk about some events in their lives. For example, Jill joined the Iron Bloods not long after the news arrived about the events at the Phoenix Gate, and after a near-death experience, she was able to awaken her inner dominant powers, but were used and exploited by the Iron Bloods in order to prevent the death of her countrymen. Then Clive shares his story about the events at Phoenix Gate. Jill starts to gaslight Clive into thinking that he didn't just brutally murder his brother all those years ago.
No, that's not true. I know you wouldn't do that. If what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill,
You'll be needing a change of clothes, then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Might be a little bit too late to save his pants. Clive then leaves the room to continue his journey back to Rosaria, but not before saying goodbye to some people at the hideaway, including Gav, who tells him if he's ever in trouble, then he should head over to Martha's Rest, where the landlady will offer him shelter. Clive thanks him, but Gav feels flustered. Now Clive, Jill, and Torgal are ready to leave and continue the great adventure. The two reminisce about the land of their childhood before the events from 13 years ago. Torgal just kind of stands there with no dialogue. We then meet Martha, who tells us she's an old friend of Sid's. Clive and Jill explain to Martha that they need to head over to Phoenix Gate. However, Martha explains that if they want to avoid Garrison, then taking the bridge through East Pools will be their best option. Although she mentions that the bridge has collapsed and the carpenter that's supposed to fix it is gone. Martha tells him that he was at the marshes to check on another bridge, but never came back. Clive decides to go look for the man in hopes to repair the bridge and continue their journey to Rosaria.
there he is.
Hold on, we're coming!
Keep your distance, boy.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all. Thinking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right.
The two heroes return to Martha to give her the update. Martha then thanks them and offers them a place to stay if they happen to get in trouble. The two thank her and continue to Rosaria. Waste no time, we must scurry.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Rodney? That sounds familiar.
Ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes, but oh.
Clive and Jill stay with Miss Murdoch to catch up on some things, explaining what they're doing in Rosaria. Clive eventually asks Murdoch why she hasn't left the town since Phoenix Gate, assuming that his mom would have made an exception to the Great Commander.
Rodney passed away on the night of the fire.
Suck out my big fat man titties, bitches! Rah!
Now, it's nightfall, and Clive begins to talk about the last 13 years and how he should have saved Joshua, and how avenging his death is what kept them going. Jill then starts to talk about how awful she felt doing the deeds for the Ironbloods, and at one point wished that she joined the dead if she had to keep on doing this. The two of them have a moment together, and this cutscene happens.
Do you remember that night on the balcony? When we looked up at the moon? I said a prayer to Mecha, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We
Damn,
should get
no
some
kiss?
rest.
Clive and Jill leave Miss Murdoch's home, and Clive gets some new drip. The two continue their journey to Phoenix Gate, crossing through the land of the Dim, and once in the rubble, Clive starts to think about the night 13 years ago. However, Torgal begins to growl, and Jill goes up to him to investigate.
That's him.
The three then run after the hooded man, but once past the entrance, there was no sign of him. Jill isn't sure what this place is, but Clive explains that this is the Phoenix Gate, a gate that only the Phoenix's dominant can go through, and go through a set of trials from their ancestors. Jill thinks the hooded man went through the gate, but Clive is doubtful. Eventually, he tries to open the gate with the power of the Phoenix. Success! The two walk the path through the hall where trouble is brewing.
Another gate. Let's see if this one opens. Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
You could hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Jill?
What do we do?
The usual. Sick of Torgal! Over here. More trouble. Sick of Torgal! How can these things still function?
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Get him, boy! like it can take a beating.
Then let's give it one. Does any of this make sense to you?
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
I don't like this.
Seems the feeling's mutual.
What are these creatures? And why do they keep attacking us?
They're probably asking themselves the same. We're the ones trespassing here. Jill, look. All right then.
Keep your distance, boy. There, boy. Get him, boy. Not this time. Sick of Torgal.
What the hell was that thing? It wasn't like the others.
It would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
To this room.
And look what's in it. How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god? You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you? What? I'm back. Joshua! Stop it! Please! Stop! I did this. I killed him. Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua. I'm sorry. I failed you. Joshua died. I killed him. And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything. And now? Are you ready to accept the truth? I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
Yeah!
still you deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears. Not this time. Escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all. Show yourself, Ifrit. The truth of it now. You are not afraid. I am.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine. No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said... He said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Out. Now!
Yes, yes, my lord.
Benedicta.
Now that Clive has awakened his dominant power of the second icon of fire, Ifrit, he is now able to use some abilities including a lunge fire attack called Ignition. The two begin to go back to East Pools, but not before stopping by Rosaria. However, unbeknownst to them, there is trouble already there.
What happened here?
Imperials. You'll pay for this. Sick 'em, Torgal.
You are
Sick 'em,
slave, and you'll die one. Kill all the ducal dogs!
Ducal dogs. They were innocent people. You know what to do.
All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command!
Get them all you drop boys. You know what to do. Sick 'em, Torgal.
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah. You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late! Gav! Clive! Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew Eastpool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Cook has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
And that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I would really appreciate it if you guys go check out Mecha Mara's links, such as her Twitch channel, her Twitter, Discord, and some other stuff. It'll be listed in the description below, but I want to thank Mara for the editing opportunity and for the viewers who come and support her content. Thank you.